on second down. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a fifth-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a second round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a three-down back.
Finding time. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of 4. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now it's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
On third down, Lynch. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Ajayi looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Lynch. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Lynch surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw again is Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Landry now on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From midfield now, here's Lynch. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Lynch to throw again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the pass.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ozzie Newsome, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. Shreds the tackle. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down?
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 3rd and 2. Now Lynch. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Lynch. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now. Wilson on first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Lynch. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Lynch. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Lynch. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On second down, Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big tight end, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Lynch going to try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got time. He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 53 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Detroit.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage. Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. That'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10, it's Lynch again. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And it's caught by Parker. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
After the penalty, the offense now dealing with a 3rd and 19. So with this far to go, maybe they try something safe underneath.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. It's complete to Parker, left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now it's Lynch. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They'll try to, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Paxton Lynch with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. No good, and they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Wilson on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now it's Lynch. It's caught inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That is caught inside the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a J. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So now here's the kicker, Andrew Franks, in a pressure spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Caught on the right side by Jones. They give him 14 yards that time, but a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. To throw again is Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And they'll go on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he's going to get it inside. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only 1.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it's all up to the kicker, Nick Novak. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Lions are going to win this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Lions, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last.